G'day folks, and welcome to Big V TV. Great to have your company, as always.
What are you doing?
We're going to the snow or something?
I heard Buller's going off.
I can't actually see you guys out the side. No, I've come down with a rare case of the flu. Actually, I went to the doctors today, and I'm happy to tell the Big V world. Went to the doctors today.
What they say? What do you?
Well, unfortunately, I've got a strain of bird flu.
Bird flu?
Which is serious, yeah. I've got a strain of bird flu.
We should probably go.
Be careful sitting here. The doctor sat me down and said, look, unfortunately, comes around this time of year in August, you've got a case of bird flu. He said, I can't quite pick the strain. It's either falconitis or hawkitis. He said last year this time, hawkitis was rampant, just dragged everyone down.
Epidemic.
And I said, well, what's the tail of the tape? How long have I got? He said, well, depending on which strain you've got, you could be done and dusted this time next week. Maybe 2 weeks at the most. So I don't know what I've got. I don't know whether it's falconitis. Don't know whether it's hawkitis. I've got everything here, so just bear with me.
You done?
I'm done.
You want to start us off?
No, come on. Haven't you got something to say, young man? We're wearing yellow here.
Yes, we are. We're wearing our call to arms because the Big V Basketball is proud to be working with the Cancer Council's Call to Arms campaign.
Yep.
With the Big V Finals once again to be known as the Call to Arms 2K11 Big V Finals. This partnership is aimed at. We have to be serious.
No, sorry.
Serious for a sec.
Sorry.
This partnership is aimed at raising awareness of men's cancer issues. 1 in 2 men will be diagnosed with cancer. The odds are that it could be you or your best mate. So that's why we're going to wear yellow armbands to the Cancer Council's Call to Arms 2K11 Big V Finals.
And every team get behind it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't. You know, oh, we forgot the yellow tape.
Does it matter which arm you wear the yellow tape
Should be
on?
left, shouldn't it?
I don't know.
Should be left.
A bit of a question.
Gone against the grain.
Beautiful.
So, mate,
we spent 5 minutes in the production meeting saying, put it on your left arm. Put it on your left.
You can,
right,
and you can donate, and you can donate at all the venues. I'm over the finals to show you support.
Let's talk about the big stories, and there's plenty in round 18. None bigger than Latrobe City. The men crumbled. I said they would struggle against Werribee. Werribee did them Saturday night, young man, and that was it all over. The frat party boys. The Black Angels are in.
I called it, mate. They're up and about, and I'll tell you what, target firmly planted on the back of Geelong.
Yeah, don't mind again. I'm all right. Mr. Downtown out at Eltham absolutely lit it up. The Wildcats went down, but man, he smashed them.
It wasn't his fault, but I think Greer had a night off and Trigger wasn't available. So, you know, that leaves Leonard, and well, he dished it up, man.
45 points for Mr. Downtown. Both Warrnambool and Mildura ladies cop a loss heading into the finals. Interesting to see how they'll front up now.
Yeah, very true. And both the teams that they lost to haven't made finals. They were like in positions 4 and 6.
Yep. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Chris Arkell had a great weekend for Diamond Valley. He's had a great 4 or 5 games in a row. Came back to the club after a month's absence. Why wasn't Chris Arkell getting minutes earlier on in the season? It is just, it is perplexing.
It is. I can't answer that for the coach or the former coach, but
maybe he had eagle-itis.
Yeah, well, either way, he's in absolutely sparkling form.
He is great form. Diamond Valley women, the big matchup, state youth champ women, Diamond Valley and Waverley. The Eagles go unbeaten.
Yeah, they sure do. That stuff is so horrible.
Okay, just focus on this.
Yeah, they did unbeaten. Who knows if they'll go all the way unbeaten?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That stuff absolutely stinks.
Have you finished? Have you finished?
I finished.
Let's get on to state champ men, shall we? Of course, it was a big last round because Bulleen had to beat Sherbrooke and rely on Ringwood going down to Melbourne. Bulleen did their bit, but Ringwood smashed Melbourne and Ringwood finished 4th.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. They deserve to be there, Ringwood. They've faced a lot of adversity this year, haven't they?
Very much so. On and off the track.
Oh, really? Why? Off the track.
What's happening?
Turmoil.
I wouldn't say turmoil, just people not training.
Okay, that's all right. Just got me thinking.
You said it. Okay, let's have a look at the semi-finals. As we said, Leonard, second best score of the season for state champ man. Aaron Hill got 48 early this year. He went with 45. Fantastic game. Well done to Mr. Downtown. Let's have a look at the semi-final matchups. Eltham and Ringwood. Now, the big burning question. The barbecue is stoked up. BBQ. The big burning question.
I get it.
Coletto and McMillan. They need somebody to go with them, young man. Who is it going to be?
There's no one there.
No one.
What?
There's no one home. I think McMillan and Corletto will get sore shoulders, and McMillan might have to retire because you have to have Ricos in the off-season.
No one with him, no one.
No one.
Willie Wyman will step up.
Okay.
Damien Smith
They
will
need
step
someone.
up.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win that series?
Eltham sweep him, yeah.
So Hawkeitis, I'm down.
Yeah, you're
Hawkeitis.
out, mate.
Okay.
You're done.
Well, it was around last August too in a big way. Waverley and Sherbrooke. The big burning question, will the Sherbrooke fairy tale continue?
This is probably the toughest one out of all the divisions. And I'm inclined to say it might, because I think Waverley are just waiting for the time to peak, and that time is this coming weekend.
Well, Sherbrooke beat him a few weeks ago. No Blenner has it now.
Yeah,
He's a very good player.
He makes a massive difference.
Yeah.
It's just his availability does differ.
Yeah, and Johnny Lee is going to have to absolutely watch him if he plays
He's going to absolutely have a night out. Yeah.
State champ women and a big last round. As we talked about last week, Melbourne and Ringwood, the matchup was whoever won, blah, 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 blah. Melbourne won, so Melbourne play Ringwood in the semi-finals. What do you got to say for yourself, young lady?
I'll say it'll be a very interesting game, or games.
Anything you want to, anything, yeah, great. Anything you want to say to Melbourne while you've got the chance? Stare down the barrel of the camera. You spoke to us about them off camera.
You
just
did too.
feel free.
That's right.
Anything to say?
These guys talk a lot of crap and it gets me in a lot of trouble, but no, nothing to say to Melbourne. Just be looking forward to a good game.
Is that That is trash, Alison, and you know it. Sally Lang, 34 and 19 for Sherbrooke. Great end of the season. She has got to be all-star 5. She ranks 2nd for points and 3rd for rebounds this season. Sally Lang for Sherbrooke. Great season.
And she's really stepped up after Sherbrooke lost Sarah Miller and also Rachel Waterhouse with injury during the season.
Yep.
Someone had to step up and she's done a great job.
Hume City went down 0 and 21 for the season. Do they need to rebuild completely or get 1 or 2 players in to support what they've got?
I don't think they need to rebuild completely. Coming into the end of the season, they've had some youth league girls step up who can really fill those roles. So I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Bloody hot in here, I'll tell you that right now.
Disgusting.
Okay, semi-finals, let's have a look at it, ads. Who's going to win and why? The first one, of course, Eltham v Waverley. The big burning question, has Waverley got the firepower? 91 last week they scored, their 2nd biggest score of the season. We have absolutely slammed them in the back half of the year for not being able to shoot a score. Have they got the firepower to overcome Eltham?
I don't think they do. I think Eltham are too strong. They've got those key players who can step up and actually get those baskets. So I think Eltham will be too strong.
Well, we can't talk to you about Ringwood and Melbourne, so we'll talk to the young man. The big burning question in this one. Ringwood, well, they've relied on their 2 imports big time, massive minutes. They're going to need someone else to step up another level. Maybe they've got to take a few minutes off the imports and let others get into the game. I don't know.
No.
But can they do it? Can Verdegan and Tashnash Galash rip down Melbourne?
I don't think it's a case of them playing too much. I think it's more a case of Ringwood seem to struggle against Melbourne. It's interesting, there's different teams in that top 4 that have monkey teams, and I think Ringwood is that team.
Monkey team? Bogey teams? Is that what you mean?
That's what I mean.
Right, okay.
It's alright, everyone says monkey.
We're in a bloody zoo for a moment. No one says monkey, Kel, but good on you, mate. You do now.
Here.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I know, it just made me think.
Latrobe City, it's D1 men by the way. Latrobe City, done and dusted. Amazingly, the fall of teams in the last 4 weeks in D1 men. Check this out. Melbourne Uni went 4 wins and 1 loss to jump from 7th to 4th.
Yep.
Didn't even play in round 17. Went from 6th to 4th.
Went to bed.
The other contenders: Southern Penn 1 and 4. Chelsea 2 and 3, Latrobe City 1 and 4. They just fell by the wayside.
Yeah, well, they all shot themselves in the foot.
Yep.
Melbourne Uni just cruised on by, and all of a sudden they woke up and they're in 4th, and they're loving it. They deserve to be there.
Whittlesea got a couple of wins on the weekend. One of them over the Jets. Wooden spoon for the Jets, unfortunate.
Yeah, they'll be heading down to D2. Nothing wrong with D2, so don't be too upset about it.
Got to spend some time in the hangar for some repairs, no doubt. Geelong and Melbourne Uni is the semi-final. The big burning question: can Geelong reverse last year's grand final? And will Reardon play?
Yeah, there's no Nick Masunda, there's no Liam Norton to save Melbourne Uni this time. Geelong will obviously be thinking about it every single minute they're on the court, and they will whip them.
Now, this game, young man, is at Melbourne Uni this week. You know what that means, don't you?
Oh boy.
You know what that means. Daiquiris.
Throwing at plays.
Daiquiris.
Yep.
Cans of VB holding the doors open.
Yep.
Hecklers in the crowd coming after Hutchie.
Yep.
It is going to be on for young and old, and you know we don't want to encourage any crazy stuff.
Antisocial behaviour.
No
Absolutely
antisocial behaviour.
But
you know what? Push the line as much as you want. Go for it. Those hecklers will be going big time. Should be a great atmosphere. Good luck to both those teams. The other one, Warrnambool and Whittlesea, the big burning question. Sobey and Mitchell, are they the best combination in D1 men?
Yeah, I think they are. I don't think there's any question. Their form over the last, I think their streaks at maybe 9 now.
Yep.
That says it all really. They're the best 2.
So the matchups there, Geelong and Melbourne, who do you like?
I like Geelong.
Warrnambool and Whittlesea.
And I will go with Warrnambool to keep rolling.
There we go.
Keep rolling along.
D1 women, Whittlesea goes up to Mildura, gets a win.
Yeah, very much so. Big games for Rachel McEwen and also Julia D'Annunzio.
Yep.
Really big games to finish the year.
Good
Unfortunately,
effort.
they haven't made finals. So.
No, they missed out, but a very
Means
good
nothing.
effort. What means nothing?
Well,
Mildura wouldn't have wanted to have lost that last game.
No, that they for Whittlesea.
Well, it means nothing now.
I know.
Something
But
to
as
build
a
on for
player,
next year.
as a player, you don't know if it's your last game. You want to finish your last game.
That's tissues, young man. You're harsh.
Good win.
Bloody hell, have a sook. In a tough double header, the Mermaids got Southern Penn. Southern Penn finished last.
Yeah.
Returned home. Latrobe City got up. JLP got up with 9 steals in that game.
Yeah, just needed one more. And Holly Green, is it Green?
Green.
Green,
Yep.
how you say her last
Yeah,
name?
GREENE. That's green. Yeah.
Yeah,
Green-
well, it could be
Greenie.
Greenie.
Oh,
Not
okay,
sure of the
sorry.
pronunciation. She went 25 and 19.
Have a bit of that, it'll sort you out big time. Let's have a look at the semi-final matchups. Hawthorn and Mildura. The big burning question is Vanessa Power the most complete player in D1 women? Although last time she played against Hawthorn, only played 7 minutes for 2 points. Obviously copped an early injury in that game. Can she win this one for Mildura, yes or no?
Yeah, I definitely think she can. She is a complete player. She can play inside. She can shoot the 3 ball. They'll be fine.
So you're going for Mildura in that matchup?
Sure am.
Fair enough. Altona and Warrnambool, last year's grand final matchup, by the way, the big burning question. Altona will need more than just Stacey Barr to get up and beat the Mermaids. Who's going to stand and deliver?
I think I'll actually stand behind Stacey Barr and Altona
Ooh.
girls. Saw her play on the weekend. She had a bit of a quiet one. I reckon she was just holding herself going into the finals.
Anything else you want to add there, Ads? Or?
No, that's all.
That's your summation of that game, is it?
Sure is.
Oh,
Jeez, I'll tell you
false
what,
woman.
there is some
You
crap
are-
that gets spoken
you're
around
a
here.
false
Mate, you've
person.
taken a dive big time. Altona or Warrnambool? Who's going to win?
Altona.
Fair enough. We're heading out to catch up with Bianca Wyatt, I think.
Yes, absolutely.
And of course, who does she coach? State champ women Waverley. I know what's going on. Let's go and catch up with Bianca.
G'day, yes, we're here at Waverley Stadium on Sunday afternoon with Bianca Wyatt, the coach of the Champ Women. Thanks for joining us, Bianca.
That's okay, no worries.
We've just come off the back of knocking over Hume City. Pretty good preparation heading into finals next week.
Yeah, I think it's just really important that we finished off really well going into, because it's all about us and how we prepare, obviously, for the finals. So it was important how we worked together and got our run going, preparing for next week. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, tell us a bit about, you're obviously new to the role, and how have you found the competition so far this season?
I've actually found it a bit stronger than I've watched it obviously over the last couple of years, and found that the levels sort of changed a bit and dropped since all the other teams had gone up to Siebel and there was an exchange. So, so coming back in with especially some more experienced players coming in, and it's just bumped it up again, which I think is really important. So it's been a big challenge for me. So, but yeah, good. I've loved it this season.
I know you played with a lot of the girls you now coach. How do you go about telling them off?
Well, I actually played with them and I've played against them, so initially it was a bit weird, but no, really well. And everything's on court, so everything, they don't take it off court, so they're actually okay.
Good. Well, your first up finals matchup is against Eltham. Now, this is a team that you have knocked over twice during the regular season, and yet the pundits would probably say that you're going to get swept. Well, what do you think you need to do to get the win? Who do you need to focus on?
I don't think we need to focus on anyone in particular. Like Eltham have got so many players that can score for them and that can play D and step up. So it's about us containing and playing well as a group to stop all their players. Like that's why they do so well, because week in, week out, it's always someone different. So we just need to focus on ourselves and prepare pretty much the same we have all year. Because it's done well for us against Eltham. So I just think it's important to stay with what we've done all year and keep it going like that. So.
Yeah, well, we saw a lot of good stuff today. So I hope that that carries over into next week, and you can have some success against Eltham.
Hopefully.
Good luck,
Great,
Bianca. I'll
thank
see you
you.
later. Thanks for joining us.
Well, there's
Hey, I'm just going to
Bianca
stop you there.
White.
Don't you have enough money to buy Sprite?
It's like Ace Cola.
That's the
Ace.
It's the after-match lemonade from Sunbury last week. You're having to go at the Jets now. You didn't know that, and you have just had to go at the Jets on Big V TV because of the lemonade they buy for after-match functions. How bad are you?
We're going to get phone calls.
Mate.
Regal. Sorry, I have never heard of Regal on this side of town.
Regal.
It's probably Regal as well. Greenie and Greenie.
You don't know it.
Greenie and Regal.
God. Hey, can you get drunk on this stuff, by the way?
I'd stop.
Oh, jeez, I'll tell you what.
Actually, don't.
I've had
It'd be a better show.
I've had a few. Thanks very much. D2 men, let's get on with it, shall we? No surprising results in round 18. I think they all went according to plan. Axel Foley, the big copper from out at McKinnon.
Beverly.
And Simon Hughes, who you've been calling him names. You called him names last week. You wouldn't say it on camera. Are you prepared to say it now?
I'm not saying anything. I didn't say anything. So.
Axel Foley and Simon Hughes both rested last week. Will both be in this week. It's a big one. Mildura. No, it's not Mildura. It's McKinnon, of course, and Warrendale. We'll talk more about that in a moment.
All right.
But Axel Foley definitely playing?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
Just rest him.
Sam Eyre, triple-double for McKinnon last week. Great effort, young man.
Oh, mate, he was unbelievable. He couldn't be stopped, couldn't be contained. He didn't even play a bunch of minutes.
How many assists did he send your way? You obviously down a few shots for him, or?
Yeah, no, I didn't help him out with his dimes. Sorry about that.
Hey, Sam Eyre, will he go to Tron Smith this week? I think there might be a match-up there.
No, I think we need to stop Tron as a team.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sam Eyre's done a job on, well, he's been one of the guys that's done a job on DeMarcus Berry during the season.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, okay, sorry, tell
Nat O'Hara.
So Nat O'Hara's going to Tron this week?
I don't know. As I said, the team.
Just trying to get matchups before we start. That's
Good job.
Jaden McMillan, one of the J-Mac brothers. Big weekend for Cranbourne. 2 games, absolutely delivered. Well done to J-Mac.
Yeah, I know. They weren't far off finals actually, but he was absolutely superb, and he's one of the up-and-coming stars of Div 2. If he isn't already.
I heard he might be going to the US.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Jaden McMillan. Anyway, we'll see what happens there. Okay, semi-finals, knockout. It's knockout. Okay, one winner, one loser. That's it. Warrandyte, McKinnon. The big burning question: can Simon Hughes be a force after not playing since June 25th? Don't worry about the crap he'll speak. Can he? And who will win, Warrandyte or McKinnon? It's at Warrandyte, by the way.
It's a pretty far drive to Warrandyte. I don't think Warrandyte will.
Is Simon Hughes going to play? Can he be a force? Read the sheet. Can he be a force? Yes or no?
No.
Right, okay. God.
You should have just asked.
You can't be really confused then. You need
Obviously.
to get to the point with your question, not
just
your
asked
bullshit.
me.
I asked it. Okay, alright, fair enough. Camberwell and Keilor. Did you just swear?
No.
Camberwell.
Stop rocking the table.
Sorry, Camberwell and Keilor. You can tell it's near the end of the season. Big burning question. Has Kevin Anstey become the single most important player to a team in the competition? Who's going to win this game, young man?
First bit?
Yep.
Yeah, you want that first? No, he hasn't become the first. He's probably third.
Okay.
And that comes behind Tron.
Had a good season.
Tron and Jermaine. There's a lot of very good individual players. He's one of them. But
The Vulture won't get bird flu, I'm telling you.
no, he's immune.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's going to win? Camberwell, Keilor?
Oh, Campbell will get that.
Okay, Mildura and Horsham. Big burning question. Is this the easy one of these 4 games? Mildura, will they get a leg up with an easy win first up?
Yeah, there's a pretty clear gap between the top 7 and then Horsham. Taking nothing away, they did a great job being winless last season and then making finals. But I don't think Mildura have any problems with this one.
Heat to win.
Absolutely.
And Blackburn and Keesey, big burning question. The Vikings' depth is now deeper. Luke Solomon's in there.
Yeah.
Can Keesey shut them all down?
No, I don't think they can.
Blackburn to win.
Blackburn are deeper than my pool. So
Into?
They and Luke Solomon. Luke Solomon was the best mid-season pickup across the league, and he's been on fire. So.
Kel's still got one of those 30-centimetre waders in his backyard, mate.
So Blackburn aren't deep.
Well, you're saying they're as deep as your pool, mate. You got a little kiddies pool out there.
Yeah, well, I can't drink.
D2 women can't swim. Latrobe Uni beat Western Port. Great win for LTU.
Yeah.
Is it the last time we're going to see LTU? There's a little bit of a whisper out there that they may not be back next season. Great way to finish, if so.
If so, but it'd be very sad to see them not in the competition anymore.
Would be really, really sad. Well done to LTU. That's a great win. Coburg upset Blackburn by 9 points. My sources say all is not well down at Blackburn at the moment. I'm just not sure they expected this one heading into finals.
And that's really not good. They've been one of the top teams all year. If things are coming unstick at this end of the season,
Unstick or
not good.
unstuck?
Unstick.
We're battling today.
Well, I'm catching something of what he's got.
Keilor grabs a strong win over Camberwell by 26. They look good, don't they, the Thunder?
And totally, they're the hot favourites going into the finals.
I think so. Let's have a look at the matchups. Blackburn take on Western Port. The big burning question. Both teams are great when they're up and going, but they're ordinary when they're down. Can Blackburn stop Cooper? Can Western Port stop Beck Nathan?
I reckon Blackburn will be the winners, even though they're coming a little bit stuck.
Hey, you did it again!
I honestly think they'll be too tough.
Great. I love this. I love it. Oh, man. That's great. I need more of that. That's fantastic.
Haven't you had enough?
Okay, let's talk about Keilor and Coburg sticking. Big burning question. The Giants have had a great season, but surely they can't get over Keilor.
No, they can't.
Yeah.
The Mavis sisters, Jess Frankie, they're all too tough, and they'll get the job done.
Yeah, they stick together out there at Keilor, no doubt. Let's have a look at State Youth Champ 1 man. Geez, we're dragging it on a bit this week. Ringwood beat Melbourne by 20 points. They take top spot. Easier matchup with Waverley.
Yeah, much easier with Diamond Valley sitting in third. That's a much easier one.
Yep.
Don't discount Waverley. They're a very, very dangerous team when they're on.
No.
What? Really?
No, you said that off camera. You said no chance. Diamond Valley pound Hawthorn by 62.
Yes, pretty good warm up. pretty good warm up. Yeah.
Waverley less than convincing over Hume City.
Oh no, Hume City had their full team in. They didn't have any players playing up, so that's about where I expected. I have a feeling they lost last time they played, so they'll be right.
Production, no. Semi-finals, Ringwood and Waverley. Big burning question: can the Falcons possibly stop Zoma, Snowball, Zaig? It just goes on and on.
Zaig?
It's Haig.
Haig, sorry.
Haig.
Zach Haig.
You idiot! You can't even speak.
Let's go. I've got an excuse. Can they do it? No.
No.
Melbourne v Diamond Valley. Big burning question. Who's better? I want to ask you right now. Who's better? Kanzak.
It's
Karun.
Kanzak.
Kanzak Karun.
You guys want to sub? You want to sub in?
I've got issues.
Sub in?
I've got issues this week.
I've got issues.
We'll get a tissue.
Or Stefan Uzalak. Who's better?
They're different players. One plays a 3-4 and one's a 1-2.
Who's better?
Who's more important for their team?
Yep.
Who's going
to win? Melbourne, Diamond Valley.
Melbourne will get.
Ooh, okay. State Youth Champ 2 man. Let's have a look at what's happening there. It's Keilor's slide. That's what it's about heading into the finals. They went down to Coburg. Coburg jumped up into the top 3 with that win. Keilor dropped to 4th. They are on a slide, the Mini Thunder.
They dropped to 4th and they dropped some players down from their men's team to come and fill the gap. But that's gross and it's really off-putting. I can't really think about what I was going to say.
Wherever he takes top spot, they've had a fantastic season. Get a win over Whittlesea.
Yeah, they beat Whittlesea, who were number 2, but Whittlesea didn't have Brendan Hughes, who's a 20 points a game player, so that'll be interesting.
Whittlesea and Werribee get a week off. It's a top 6. Thank God they've changed this rule, by the way.
I know.
In the past, those two used to play a nothing game. They got the week off. So let's have a look at the semi-final matchups. Coburg and Cranbourne, knockout, by the way.
Whoa.
Knockout? Yes, it is. Knockout.
Sudden death.
Coburg and Cranbourne, big burning question. Great to see these two teams in the finals. Which C will win?
That's the burning question.
Well,
and the tip is that because you didn't know what to say in terms of your burning question, Justin?
Who's going to win, man?
Cranbourne. No, actually, Coburg will win.
Keilor and Craigie burn the big burning question. The Thunder are ripe for the picking. 4 straight losses. Surely Craigie Burn can get them.
I reckon Keilor will say, look, it's finals time to turn this ship around, and they will, and they'll win. They're too good.
State Youth Champ Women, Diamond Valley storm home to beat Waverley. Top of the table clash. Went through the home and away season unbeaten.
Yeah, very true. Jade Charles had a quiet game. She only had 14 points.
Still won,
but she was kept quiet.
Ringwood overcame a poor first half. Very, very poor against Altona. Got the win.
How do you know it was poor?
I was watching on live stats. Was it poor?
No.
Rubbish.
I saw it.
Come on.
How can you make, I saw live stats so I know what the game was
What were you down by at half time?
Couple.
He does it with youth games all the time. I saw it a lot.
Warrandyte ended the season with a good win for the young girls over here.
Oh, there's the plug.
Yeah, it was a really great win for them. They didn't have their leaders, Molly Burke and is it Casey Taylor? Yeah, didn't have them. So have the young sort of 15, 16-year-old girls get their last win of the season. It's good for them.
Good on them. Semi-finals knockout. Let's go through it. Diamond Valley and Altona. Big burning question. Surely the Gators are wasting their time, are they?
I wouldn't say they're wasting their time. I think it'll be a good lesson in the years to come. Good development.
Fair enough, that's a good call. Melbourne take on Geelong. Big burning question. There's a few whispers that Melbourne might not be at full strength.
It's very, very interesting to see what they're actually going to put on the floor. I think Geelong might push them.
I've heard the Sailor might be taking a few out on the bay. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Waverley take on Bulleen. How hard will Waverley hit back after last week's loss? Surely they'll get Bulleen.
I think they will, but I think this is another game where they're going to get pushed. Matt Paps has actually got those Bulleen girls firing at the right end of the season.
Yep.
They're a young group of girls and they've got nothing to lose.
Yep. Scintillating form.
Yep. Sorry about this. Just
so disgusting.
Eltham and Ringwood, big burning question. Will this be the closest final of the 4 and who will win? Will it be the closest final of the 4?
Yes, it will be.
Who will win? Eltham or Ringwood?
Eltham will win.
At home?
Yep.
Yep, okay, fair enough. Well, we don't need to go into the big games. We've done that all the way through. It's been a long, long show. I don't know which bird flu I've got. We'll find out in the next couple of weeks, obviously. Before we get out of here, the absolute Monty. Unbackable favourite. Last year it was Ringwood, they were terrible. The unbackable favourite to win a men's championship title.
I actually don't think there's anyone. None, but if there was, Eltham champ men, I think when it comes down to it, Cam Chigaro is unguardable and they are unbackable.
What about a men's team who, after a great season, all teams that make finals, well done, after a great season, may disappoint us in finals, may just go out in straight sets?
I think Whittlesea, they had a great season, but I think Warrnambool, wrong place, wrong time. Whittlesea and Warrnambool are streaking, so great season, but yeah, I think they might just get knocked
Interesting.
out.
Okay, and let's finish it off with the women, of course. Unbackable favourite. It's got to be Eltham, state champ women, surely.
No, I'm going Keilor, Div 2 women.
And what about the team that may just be upended during the finals unexpectedly?
Ringwood Hawks.
Not going to go Ringwood at all. I'm actually going to go Diamond Valley.
Ooh. What's
youth women? I reckon
they're undefeated.
I know they're unbeaten, but I honestly
Will they make
think
the grand final?
I'm not sure, but I think Melbourne and Waverley are a little bit too tough in that competition.
Man, this is great. Get on the gear. Get some of those pills in here. This is fantastic. Have a great week. We'll be back to talk finals in 7 days' time. My God, that's great.